Hi guys, welcome to my final HMO tour. I know it's been a while since I've been able to go through it, but that is because of a number of reasons. But first of all, there are good news and there are bad news. And I'm just gonna start off with the bad news. And the bad news is, as you can see, I'm not actually physically in the HMO because it's completely rented out now and we actually can't go in there and do a final reveal. I'm a bit gutted, but it's bittersweet because it's already fully tenanted and the service provider has already taken over. And things happen literally so quickly, so I just didn't get the opportunity to be able to go in there. However, I was able to get in there really quickly and briefly to be able to do a tour. So I'm going to be giving you guys a virtual tour today and running you through some of the numbers that I was able to achieve on it, how much I paid for it, how much I refurbed the whole property for, and what I'm looking for on the end value. So sit tight as we go through this virtual tour. It's going to be slightly different, but I hope you guys look forward to it.
Welcome to this virtual tour of my latest HMO project. So heading into this first cupboard, which is the fireboarded cupboard. So in here, as you can see, we've got a new fuse board in here. We've got our fire panel here, which has been hardwired into the whole system. And then we also have individual meters for each of the room. Because initially I was going to give this out to the open market of professionals. So I wanted to be able to monitor actually how much each room is using. So heading on upstairs, so unfortunately we wasn't able to go into bedroom 1 and bedroom 2 because the housing providers had already taken over at this point on and they already had it fully tenanted, so we wasn't able to get access into these two rooms. However, this is the kitchen. We was able to get a quick peek of the kitchen whilst we were in there, and you can see here what this extra space I was talking about that we created is spacing for the washing machine. We're going to get a dryer there, and you've got a nice big fridge freezer in there as well. Now heading upstairs, we're going to go straight across into the office room. So that's good. This is going to be the staff office room. So this weren't part of the initial plans, but as things developed, we decided to make this an office space for the end users. And you can see here, we've got all the boards up and the right systems up there. And it's going to keep the internet there for the whole property itself. This is the cloakroom toilet that turned out really well, which I'm really happy with. So that light is an automatic switch, so it turns on as you open that door as well. And that toilet is just very smart and sleek and fits perfectly in that space. And with the basin at the top, it just saves so much space in that whole place. So I'm really happy with that. That purchase was from Victoria Plumbing. This is bedroom number 3. As you can see here, it hasn't been fully fitted out just yet, but you can see that it's so much space in there already, with the furnishings starting to move in. Now, we do have a bit of snagging to do, but it was just very imperative that the social providers were able to move in at this time because they had people that they needed to house desperately. So we just made sure that the property was safe, everything was all signed off for them to be able to get people moved in and start accommodating. Nevertheless, the bathrooms are completely the same throughout. So although we didn't get access to rooms 1 and 2, I can assure you the finishes are exactly the same.
If you're watching this video and you're completely new to property and you're finding it a bit hard to understand the concepts and understand some of the jargon that I'm speaking at the moment, then head over to learnproperty.uk where you'll be able to get a full, complete beginner's guide course that goes through all the foundation knowledge within under 2 hours that will help you get started and streamline your process.
Now into the final bedroom, which is bedroom number 4, which is already been fully fitted out and fully furnished and ready for a tenant to move in. I believe a tenant was actually moving in that same week, not too sure, but you can see the space here as well and how everything fits quite nicely in here. So shout out to my architects because this is the importance of having architects who are able to picture this space for you and just know where all the furnitures are going to go, because I already knew exactly where everything was going to be positioned in this room prior to doing the first fix or either the second fixes. So I made sure I knew where the sockets were going to go, which is placed next to the headboard by the bedside table as well. And again, we have a final bathroom as well same theme throughout with the contrasted tiles and mosaic flooring as well. So it came out really nice, clean and simple and perfect to use for my end provider. What I'd do differently, I think maybe I'd go for more tiles around and not just go for the tiles in the corner, but we'll see how far the budget stretches in the next project. But that's it for now. 12 to 13 weeks of hard work. Exchanged on this project in August and was able to get it completed and handed over in November. So I'm just really happy to get this over the desk, because when you have projects like this, you are dealing with a lot of time pressure. So just happy to get onto this and onto the next. But I'm just looking forward to what that big valuation number is all about at the end.
Now we've gone through that whole tour, now it's time for the numbers and what everyone's been waiting for. So I purchased this, well I didn't actually purchase this, I had this deal agreed back in August 2023 and I agreed to do a delayed completion. I exchanged at the beginning of August and I exchanged with a 5% deposit and we agreed £390,000 for this property, and that included the leasehold and the freehold of the whole building. So with the good relationships that I'd built up with the agents in my area, I was able to get into the property and get first dibs and be able to structure this agreement. So this agreement is something that I have done before, but I feel like now, having executed it once before, I was able to do it a lot better this time. So I was in the property for 3 months with just having exchanged on the property, and we had a key undertaking to be able to get the works done. So that meant it was 3 months of no finance fees, no holding fees, none of that. We was in there and we was refurbing the property to be able to uplift the value. So £390,000 is what I spent on the property for the leasehold and the freehold, and I spent a total of £56,000 refurbing the whole property. So luckily, because I had already made the agreement with the service provider, I didn't have to do any of the furnishing. So that £56,000 included all my labor costs and all my material costs. So that covered my first fixes, my second fixes, and all my second fix materials such as my flooring, my kitchen, my light, and that was a total of £56,000. After spending £56,000 on the property, I had then my legal fees and my finance fees, which luckily were very low because I already had 3 months access into the property and I was able to rent it out straight away. So I wasn't paying anything on a monthly basis that was coming out my pocket. That was already offset by the rental income that I was getting on the property on the day of completion, which is brilliant. So having spent £56,000, then I had my legal fees and stamp duty to pay for and all the other miscellaneous costs, I'm around £465,000 all in. And now, because I was in a position where I strategically structured this deal, after all the works are completed and we still hadn't completed on the deal yet, we had a lender come in to give a full valuation on the property on just purely a bricks and mortar basis, and it was valued at £525,000. So that was the valuation, and that was when the property was 2 weeks out of completion, and we was able to already get a 525 valuation before we had already even completed on the purchase, which is really good. But today I'll tell you, I'm be completely honest with you, I've already gone in for my refinance on this property because I'll be doing a day one refinance on this to be able to pull as much money as I can, and I'm going in around £600,000 because I'm very confident with the comparables that I do have and the product that I have created and the rental income that it is generating out of the property. £600,000 is definitely within the region of the area and what is definitely worth. And having it valued at around £600,000 would mean that I'd pull out £450,000, which would mean pretty much I only leave around to £15,000 left in this deal. So just to caveat on this, these numbers are all round numbers for the ease and the simplicity of this video, but this is very much the region of what the numbers I'm working in, and it's really good. So I am really proud of this deal and how I've structured this deal. And again, it all depends on the exit and how that £600,000 valuation comes back. But I will definitely keep you guys updated on this journey. Nevertheless, I would be still happy with a 525 valuation because it's not a number that is unexpected. It is something that is within that region in the area. However, with the product that I've created, I definitely strongly believe that it's worth in the region of 550 to 600, which is what I'm definitely aiming for. So yes, that's all from me from the latest HMO project. And of course, I've already got things in the pipeline, 2 HMO projects that I am looking to take on as soon as I get back to the UK. So I'm out here in Ghana just enjoying the rest of the year, enjoying the Christmas. But as soon as I get back, we're going to be straight onto building out these HMOs. So if you're looking to work together with me, just make sure you hit me up in the DMs. And I've got the Key Advantage group, is my mastermind group. It's a community of other property investors. So if you want to get involved, just make sure you click the link below. And just remember to like, comment, subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video.